Mic test. Testing the mic. Mic test. Mr. Mic test. You've been acquitted of one charge, but you face another one. Please come down to the Mic Test police station. The entire world is nothing but artifacts of Mr. Mic Test. He exists in a place that is Mic Test. Okay, levels seem okay. Let's maybe think about hopping on in and hitting the workflow button. Testing the levels, testing the levels. Sounds okay. Green bars look okay. I might actually be a little quiet. Oh wait, no. I have my audio really low. Testing the volume. Testing the volume. Testing the volume? How about some low volume there? Alright, it seems okay. Hello, Mr. Kotex241. Howdy, Nathan. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. We're doing a little impromptu session here of some more editing. I've been inspired by the efforts of my friend Sod9 and his daily Tarkov grind. So I think I want to stream more. I think it's not unreasonable to do like 3 hours a day. It's very doable. I figure it's less about getting folks in here. Not burning out like the regular crowd, but getting more work done for myself, and also, you know, of course, poaching that time for content. But a reminder to folks, if you haven't caught a workflow live stream here on Country Fried Minis, this is a place where we get video editing done. It's a great place to come in and see behind the curtain and kind of catch what's going on and what goes into editing for a Country Fried Minis piece of content. Catching these things, you'll see that like I'm all over the place and wacky things happen in the moment. It's also a place where you can provide your suggestions, comments, and input live in the action, and have your jokes and silly moments show up in the videos. So yeah, come on in and check it out. Keep your eye out for them if you want to put your own spin on videos. I mean, I don't take every suggestion, but a lot of them make it in. CFM content has definitely become very community driven, and I like that a lot. But yeah, we're gonna ramp these up. We're gonna do more of this stuff, more streams in general, more paint streams, more workflow streams, just so I can get caught up and get some more content out. It's been painfully slow consistently to get anything out. I mean, what is this? This is 7 episodes now working on the urbanmech video, and we've cut the clips and we've voiced over only, what is that, 8 minutes and 51 seconds of it. So tonight's going to be more voiceover, more silly stuff. I still got to record the talking head bits and toss them in there, and then we've got some community submissions to go into it. But tonight's an impromptu thing. I didn't put an announcement out. Just want to see what an unannounced stream will bring. So welcome. We're just going to dig in and get a little work done tonight. Aiming for the usual 3 hours. So yeah, come along for the ride. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Even if you're catching this after the fact, if the algorithm brought you here and you have any input, drop them in the comments. I will definitely read them and you know, potentially take your thoughts to heart. All right, recapping from yesterday's work, we finalized things. Let me make sure this isn't blasting y'all's eardrums here. Boom. We finalized this section here talking about reestablishing bass tones after the ink wash, including like going on a tangent and tossing in a bunch of memes. You know, silly stuff. And then we'll do a thanks patrons thing, and let's see what we're actually looking at now. We're using Premiere Pro 2024, and let's see how much video content actually went into this urbanmech Lance. It is a total of like 36 clips or so. So not too bad, not the worst. Definitely a lot more work going into some of the other paint jobs. This one is just, well, it's simpler. There's less colors involved. All right, let's pop open Notepad and just jump right into doing some voiceover stuff. Looks like we're creating highlight layers. Creating some highlight layers for our colors. Maybe big claim, but I'm gonna go for 20 kills tonight. Heck yeah, dude. Good luck on stream. We'll pop in and out. Yeah. I think you can do it. Especially like moments like this, if you're chasing a task in Tarkov and you feel the inspiration and the drive to get in there, that's when you're gonna get them done. Okay, I immediately see a thing that we need to do right here. So I don't know, I seem to remember talking about this before, but we set this Fire Dragon Bright down. Let me zoom in on it so y'all can see a better picture of what I'm talking about here. Let's do that. Maybe that's too much zoom. Here we go. So I've got the Dark Vermilion and the Fire Dragon Bright out at the same time, and I'm unscrewing this, and I somehow deftly open my hand, whack the top of the Fire Dragon Bright, knock it over, and it rolls off frame. It's too good. And I think what we're gonna do is immediately jump into a distraction, as is the tradition here on Country Fried Minis. Let's see if we can't find Terraria female hurt sound. That was awful. What? Is it really? Is it really that bad? Holy moly, that's awful. Alright, let's see if there's a second Terraria male hurt sound. We just got that one. I think what I'll have to do is pitch shift it. I didn't play the Dorami song. I don't know what that is. And slow-mo it with black and white. If that's the one you want, a StarCraft Marine death yell would be classic. Let's check that. StarCraft Marine death sound. Oh, it's so long. That's really good. Let's see, is death sound... one is good. Yeah, we're going to use that one. Oh my god, that's good. Yes, thank you for the suggestion. I'm going to copy link address. I'm going to go to my YouTube Ripper. And then we will see if we can't convert this to audio. We're going to convert it to an MP3. And download it. 46 kilobytes. All right, cool. Very, very cool. Let's dip on over to our assets folder and sounds and plop it in there. And then we're gonna plug it in there. So long, yes. Check DM, you say? Dorami? Video unavailable. I have to click the link. I mean, is that going to get me copyright claimed to plug that in there? I could use 7 seconds of it and avoid that, I think. Put that right here. I don't know. I don't know if I can use that. Does your YT DLG like always download the wrong file type? Lol. No. No. I do I use y2mate.is and it pretty consistently can pull an MP4 or MP3. Sorry, I'm fucking with my nose too again today. The thing that I was messing with yesterday is still really fucking painful. Oh, bro, you should use YT Dig. It's open source software. I think you showed this to me before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you showed this to me before. We've had this conversation before. Anyhow, let's go back in here. We need to find right here. Boom. And then we'll go to Project Urby Commish. It downloads like absolute full speed. It's nuts and does like 50 file types. That's really good to know. I mean, it's like weird deja vu. I've definitely had this conversation with you before. All right, let's drop in Marine Death Sound, and we'll plug that in right here. And I think I need to shift it down to there. All right, that's insanely loud. So what we'll do is we're first going to drop it. I think 20 decibels will do it. Yeah. All right. Okay, so next what we want to do is pan it. So let's drop a keyframe here and have it like slightly to the right. So like 60. And we're going to have it right here, and it's going to roll 60% to the left. There we go. Oh my God, just let me have finer control over the mouse. Jeez. And then what we want to do is also drop in a keyframe for level. And we're going to keep it rolling off to the left, and then we're going to decrease it to -100. And then it should... here, I'll turn on the sound. Boom. And we've got our little thing having... Yeah. It does a nice roll in the ears. I'm okay with that. Fun. Very fun. I had forgotten all about that sound. Thank you for the hot tip, Kotex241. All right. So, because I've got that whole thing rolling off, I'm going to keep this... Oh... Here we go again, though. I've also set the precedence that the red bottle farts. We got to toss another fart in there. Let's find this one. That's a good one. We'll do that one. We'll make it real quiet, though. You just did a Mario Kart Toad hitting a banana sound? Oh, whoa. What are you talking about? Did I really? Alright, this needs to be reduced as well. Let's drop this to... You did? Yep. I have no idea what you're talking about. Perfect. Perfect! It's actually a little fast, I think. I mean, it's a little slow. We need it to cut off a little faster. So let's do 110% speed. Still a little slow. So let's do speed duration. Let's go 120 on it. Yeah, that's great. We can't hear the preview playing? What? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Here, I'll play it back through. Alright. I had it set to media player. Alright, so we hit the thing and it rolls. Let's do it one more time. I think I need a hit. I need a hit effect. What's a let's search for a RPG hit effect. JRPG hit effect PNG. Images. See if we can't find like a little... Maybe I want a GIF actually. GIF. Too slow. Is that not gonna go? That was pretty good. I need just a really fast one, like a pep. These are bad. These are all bad. If this was just like the first half of it, that'd be perfect. There we go. Mario Kart 64 Toad is beautifully cursed. I'm not actually super familiar with Mario Kart 64. Oh, there we go. $8. Eat my butt. Watch this. Save as GIF. It didn't work. Oh no! Are you kidding me? $8. Why did it not work? Open image in new tab. Alright. Save as GIF. Boom. No, they've blocked me from doing it. I'm not giving them $8. And now I'll save this one as a GIF. Easy mode. I ain't playing that game. Okay. Yes. Where am I going? Secondary video production, urbanmech. There we go. Pal. Rename to Impact with Smoke. Actually, I need that to go in a different folder here. It needs to go in Assets. I think I need to make a new folder here. Let's call this GIFs. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, welcome, Box Fox Scoop. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. We're gonna try and get a little work done tonight. I have a mosquito buzzing me. I don't like it. A COD hit sound and marker could do the trick if you wanted to be MLG. Oh man, that's actually... Dude, this flying insect is dive bombing my face. Hit marker, yeah, let's do that one. That actually is kind of what I was looking for. It says it has... That one has a sound too. I just want a single... Come on, chair. I just want a single... Does it just flash on and make the noise? Is that accurate? Yeah, okay. Let's fucking do it. Yep, okay, we'll do it. Let's go into... That one's actually perfect. Thank you. I didn't play a lot of COD, so like I'm not too terribly familiar with it. I played... I'd say it's like Black Ops 2 or something. I'm in the wrong folder. Assets. I'm actually going to put this in our GIFs folder. Paste. Alright, perfect. I've played many thousands and thousands of hours on COD. That's interesting. I mean, that actually speaks to maybe why you're so frantic in the Tarkov experience. Alright, so let's find our hit right there. And then we're going to layer it right here. But we want to shift this over to where it hits right there. Alright. And I think I'm going to crop that back end off right here. Nope. I just want that. I like 3K hours in Black Ops 1 alone, probably more in Modern Warfare 3. Yeah. I'm not super familiar with it. I just don't have the reaction time for that kind of PvP. Box Fox Scoots. What? I see. 100% play like a COD player. Yes, yes indeed. That was your TED Talk. Yes, I see it. I see it. That is indeed a thing that happens in the world. Alright, let's crop this thing right here first, because I want to get rid of that like little GIF image. And then let's do a let's do a ultra key and drop it in on top. Key color green. Pow. Woo says Slink. Welcome. We're doing a little bit of an impromptu thing tonight. I just want to get some more work done. I really want to get this urbanmech video out. And with the way I distract myself so bad, it's got to be done. More streams, more moments, more opportunities for people to come on in. All right, that stays for too long. Let's see if 3 frames is okay. I think I'm actually going to dial it back a frame. And we're going to bring the level down a little bit. Just a bit. I don't want it to overpower stuff. Yeah, perfect. I'm getting pictures done, a whip, but I'm super excited to show off. Heck yes. I haven't really established like the official show and tell segment, so just whenever it gets posted, I'll keep an eye out for it, and we can pop it up on the big screen. Oh shit, I need to be careful with that full screen. I forgot it. I forgot it lags things out. All right, let's watch this back. So I'm unscrewing the cap, and I whack the thing. It pops it. Like, it happens so fast, you can't even really... It's such a fluid motion. Yeah, and then we get the roll off and the fart. There's a lot happening there really fast. Okay. So let's take that, let's work with it. And I think what we're gonna do here is immediately zoom in, I think. Let's go 75 on that. Let's see what this looks like. Let's bring it over. 75's too much. Let's go 65. This... Oh wow, a Citadel paint pot falling over. Is it already a day that ends in white? Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. Like, if there's ever any wonder about how little GW cares for or thinks about their consumer base, just look at the paint pots. I'm still convinced they keep them in pots to ensure that you continue dropping them and needing to buy more. I think we're going to do a really subtle shift right here. Let's actually just come out 5%. It's going to be almost imperceptible. We'll come out 5%. See what that looks like. Yeah, it's really, really subtle. I mean, it's there, you can see it, but I do like incorporating those. All right, so let's keep going. Let's get real zoomed in on the water droplets. I like the two tools coming in. It's a satisfying shot for me. And then right here, we're actually starting to get the work in. So let's get it big on the screen, I think. I kind of want to showcase how I'm holding the brush, how I'm applying the paint, and how I'm like doing the 3-point connections here. And I think we're going to do a zoom on that one too. Let's have that come in 5% as well. Yeah. All right. And then we'll have a jump cut into really zoomed in. Yeah, I like what we're looking at here. We're just doing like real simple edge highlights. And then we want this one. We just zoomed in. So let's do a zoom out here. I think. Yeah. Let's come out maybe 15%. Let's see what that looks like. Play back through it. I think it's just subtle enough to kind of create that subconscious effect that I'm going for. So I'm okay with that. Okay, so we got all this stuff put together. I want to keep audio or voice in track 2, so I'm going to slide this down. Actually, nah, that's fine. Okay, so let's start by saving this and then getting up our script and starting to write a little bit about what's going on here. How much time do we need to fill? We need to fill 8 minutes and 56 seconds through 9:53, about a minute. Let's say I've done Okie Day. I've done Alrighty Then. What's next? What's another like stringing word? We'll say thanks again, biscuits. Thanks again, biscuits. It's with now. We will already have done the thanks biscuit scene. With Thanksgiving, let's mosey on over into Highlight Town. Highlight Town. Where we'll begin to mix in some lighter tones. Like I want the content to be somewhat informative, right? Readable. Fun, but like still putting something out there that you could actually like follow if you wanted. Mix in some lighter tones to the original base colors. In this case, we're gonna choose to mix to blend in just a bit of Citadel Fire Dragon Brown Jareen into our Vallejo Dark Vermilion. Now, how much do I end up actually using here? Let's take a peek. It's about a, what's that, a 4-to-1 ratio? We'll put in our lighter color into the base tone. Did I already say tone? I said lighter tones to original base colors. We'll say paints here. We'll put in our lighter color. We'll put our lighter color into the base tone at about a 4-to-1 ratio, keeping the highlight fairly close to the original without being over, without stepping too far into brighter, into lighter. I already said lighter in this sentence. Into brighter range. Posted simple silly thing, but I'm really happy about it. Yeah, let's pull it up. Minis on parade? Oh, heck yeah, dude. I love the color choice. Let me open these in browser. It's a super clean print too. Boom. This is a charger submission. So this is the Sylogy one, the Matt Mason one. I really love this this speed paint color here. I see you got the toxic down the side. It definitely screams toxic love. Definitely screams toxic love. I love the way that these panels get interacted with the speed paints. Very nice, very clean print. I dig it. Should definitely pop that onto the battlefield and wreck some people's days and show them that they really need to respect the Charger. See, I think a lot of people kind of just dismiss the Charger and don't give it the respect it needs, and then get punished by it, especially considering the BV value of it. Malignant green speed paint with green wash from Army Painter. Malignant green speed paint. Yeah, I definitely need to add that to my collection. It's a really good one. Super good for like plague bearers, Nurgle stuff. It's a very specific feel. Sylogy modified with the extra lasers. Yep, Sylogy does some really good work. Very nice. I approve. Yeah, we'll put that at the end of the video. We'll do like on the outro, I'll do a thanks to the community for submitting their Chargers. Rider territory 2 quickly. Honestly, the more steps you take, the better and finer your work will appear to be. But again, this is a commission where time is money. And when doing that, there's happy medium to be found. Wanted to show it off, lol. Not sure the paint is even fully dry. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm glad you submitted it, for sure. Alright, I think we got all these cut down. Let's pop open Audacity. That is the wrong program. Let's go into Audacity. And prepare to record. All right. With Thanksgiving, let's mosey on over into Highlight Town, where we'll begin to mix in some lighter paints to the original base colors. In this case, we're going to choose to blend in just a bit of Citadel Fire Dragon Brown Jareen into our Vallejo Dark Vermilion. I hope I'm not shouting too bad into the mic there. We'll put our lighter color into the base tone at about a 4:1 ratio, keeping the highlight fairly close to the original without stepping too far into brighter territory too quickly. Honestly, the more steps you take in this process, the better and finer your work will appear to be. But again, this is a commission where time is money, and when doing that, there's a happy medium to be found. Alright, so we got 37 seconds. It'll do. I need to fill about that much again. Well, 2/3 as much as that. It'll do to reduce the amount of work here as much as can be done without sacrificing overall arm's length length quality. I generally find that I can achieve this with just 2 layers of highlights, since we've taken the time to establish a base tone over top of a washed base coat. For that, it'll do to reduce the amount of work here as much as can be done without sacrificing overall arm's length quality. I generally find that I can achieve this with just 2 layers of highlights, since we've taken the time to establish a base tone over top of a washed base coat. Okay. Let's export that audio. urbanmech 14. Export. Take a peek at how much time that fills right here. So let's go back to secondary video production, urbanmech Lance, voiceovers. Let's dunk it in right here. Okay. We still have only 3 seconds there. So I think I could just keep chatting at it and then just flow into the next bit here. I think that's going to work. All right, so let's go ahead and do some little bit of editing here. A zoom editing, I should say. Camera angles and whatnot. Alright, so let's say something like, furthermore, it's a great idea to pick colors that don't stray too far from the original. I missed some support. That camera really catches everything well. Yeah, it's. I think viewing your models through the camera lens after they're done is a great way to like become self-conscious about your work, because like I see the support here, like this one right here and right here, but like if you're not looking for those, I don't think you'll find them. I don't think you'll encounter them. Definitely not at arm's length quality on the tabletop. No, you're not going to see them. Like this and that. I don't think those would be seen. Now, what you could do, if you wanted to clean them up, if you just pop that off with a hobby blade and then like hit these with a little bit of metallic, I think it'd make any marring go away really quickly. This, if it was me, I'd just put a black dot in there. Maybe not even worry about taking the thing off. Fun colors. I could see doing a lance like that. You're gonna pop it off before I metallic it. Heck yeah. Also, I really like your background here. The magenta is a really nice touch. Really nice touch for getting the photos in. I dig it. From the original tone, this will help reduce the number of layers needed to blend the two colors proper. Take this Metroid Mayo. Take this Metroid Mayo, for instance. Take this Citadel Metroid Mayo, for instance. It's whitish tan already, and just needs to be brightened a bit towards let's say off-white. We'll elect to utilize that best of the best white paints and plop in a drop of... Did my camera just shift? I see it like glitching out every now and then. It looked like it shifted what it's capturing. Can't tell. Just random felt pack from Michael's, I think. Yeah, that's a good idea. I bought a so I take all my photos. I think I've showed this thing on stream before. Let me pull this up. Where's this thing at? Yeah, right here, Mini Photo Studio Box. Let's get rid of the reference. I have one of these. Just like a little fold-away plastic flat pack. Little fold-away flat pack backdrop. And it comes with, it's got LEDs on top and just plugs in with a, what is it, a micro USB, and it's got all these colors for the background. Yeah, works really well. Oh, they've changed it where it actually comes with EVA backdrops now. The one I have is fabric, but yeah, $12.99. In fact, let's turn that into a link for anybody catching this via the algorithm. Get link, text. Why is it not letting me do the thing? Yes. Text link created below. Copy. We'll put it in the chat. Here we go. Affiliate link for the photo booth. Photo booth shown. Boom. Here, I'll pull it back up on screen so folks catching it after the fact can see. There's the link right there. Bam. If you want one of those and you follow this affiliate link, it'll give me a couple pennies if you order it. I definitely recommend it. It's been very useful. It's got a little carrying bag too, so I just put it away under the desk when I'm not using it. Definitely worth 13 bucks. Nightbot coming in with a factoid claiming that scientists discovered sharks that are living in an active underwater volcano. Divers cannot investigate because they get burned from the acidity and heat. Interesting. Is that true? Sharks, underwater, active volcano. Oh my god, no. Fuck off. Yeah. Scientists surprised by sharks in hot acidic waters around underwater volcano Cavachi. Interesting. I mean, could it be that there was an eruption and they were just nearby it? I don't necessarily believe that, like, they're adapted to that environment. Plop in a drop of Liquitex white ink into the mix. Let's do a 5% zoom out on this one. I had to go pop those supports, lol. Yeah. Hey, sometimes just like looking at your work under the under close scrutiny is a really good way to find where you've missed spots. Nice tool for doing it. Can I get away with a 75% zoom here? Yeah, I think so. Is that visually interesting enough to do a drop? Though we've gotten the ratio off just a bit, it's still really close to the Astureg comes in, says, have we screamed at the camera yet because of roaming motorcycles? No, not tonight. It happens every now and then. Not tonight, no. Actually, it's been pretty quiet outside for the most part. And I find it really funny that there's been a lot of episodes where I'm getting pissed about traffic and then chat never hears it. So it's like I'm a crazy person talking about motorcycles and traffic that doesn't actually exist. Slick says, it's like my Highlander. It looked fine and I was happy with it, but there are 2 dots that got no paint. Always noticed it on the table after the photo, so I had to touch it up. And I mean, that's the beauty of your models as well. You can always go back in and fix it up. I heard that motorcycle and cop that one night. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on if I'm over there in the work corner or if I'm here. One of my setups seems to be a little better about blocking out background noise. And you send me the videos all the time. Oh yeah, I sent you some juicy ones. Some juicy ones that I don't think I'll release to the public. Maybe at some point. I don't know if they're the right feel for Country Fried Minis. Then again, and now there's a cop screaming around where I'm at. Excellent. Harassing the populace, naturally. Where were we here? What am I trying to say? I need a synonym for ratio. That's what I need. Synonym for ratio. Proportion, maybe? Yeah. Really close to the same proportion. 3-to-1 instead of 4-to-1 still allows for a nice subtle step up towards lighter tone without going too bar as to be jarred. I don't know. Bill O'Reilly's outtake video could be exactly what the community needs. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. We did have that one incident one night. Community members came into the Discord and caught me having a full-on meltdown. I killed a mouse that night. Killed it dead. Bought 2 more to replace it just in case it happened again. Either way, just thin it out and apply carefully to boost the visual interest and clarity of the work, without jumping too far too quickly, without coming to, how can I make this a sex joke? How can I make this like a stretch sex joke? I need to work in coming in there somehow. Without coming to your brightest tones, coming to the climax too quickly. The word stretch is already a sex joke. Yeah. I thought you meant an actual mouse. I was going to say, yeah, kill those home invading bastards. Animals want to stay outside. I have 0 problems. Coming to my house, well, that's an invasion. I do not appreciate that. Ejaculation in your brightest colors. Just like full on, like hit it with a sledgehammer subtlety. I don't know if I can get to that point. But we'll pop in the Megusta face again when I say coming to the climax too quickly. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's keep editing this down, kind of flipping back and forth. I want this shot zoomed in, but I think you can't really see the dropper. So let's try 80% here. Not sure you should test the terms of service, so might leave that on the cutting room floor, lol. I think, well, okay, so I don't monetize any of the content. So I'm actually not too concerned about like what advertisers think. Just as long as it's not gonna, you know, cause me any big problems. I can think of a big problem. Let's go in 5% here. And shift it up about like that. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Joke from Archer, trying to get someone to follow, etc. Are you coming? No, but I'm breathing fast. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. I've heard variations on this joke. It's an old one, but it checks out. Alright, let's do 100% zoom there. And then let's do, can we get away with 120% here? Is that too blowed out? I think that looks fine. Nightbot coming in with a factoid, claiming that when Jorge Garcia first got the part on Lost as Hurley, he lost a total of 30 pounds in weight before filming started. So he was really big. I don't know. I kind of wonder when you're that large, if 30 pounds is very visible. Maybe. I'm starting to get pretty round myself. let's do this one at 80% maybe. He's not large, he's fluffy. Oh, I know that joke. I know that. I'm aware. Like a cat, right? Like just covered in fur. All right. I spent a lot of time on these little fellers here. I think let's do another one of these like slight rotations. We'll do it like that much. Oh wait, we determined that 2 was too much. Let's do 5. I almost feel like that's too visible. Let's go back and see what 2.5 looks like. I want it to make you like subconsciously seasick watching this scene. I mean, even 2.5 is noticeable. Let's bring it down to 2. -2 degrees. I don't want a full-on Dutch angle. No, I think 2% does it right there. It happens pretty quick, so it's noticeable. You're listing to one side. All right, so these are cut down. We're ready to voice over all this stuff. Let's add that to the recording and see how well it works. All right, so pop this up. Come to the end of this. Furthermore, it's a great idea to pick colors that don't stray too far from the original tone. This will help reduce the number of layers needed to blend the 2 colors proper. Take this Citadel Metroid Mayo for instance. It's whitish tan already and just needs to be brightened up a bit towards off-white. We'll elect to utilize the best of the best white paints and plop in a drop of Liquitex white ink into the mix. Though in this case we've gotten the ratio off just a bit, it's still really close to the same proportion as before. 3:1 instead of 4:1 still allows for a nice subtle step whoop. Words is hard, y'all. Words is super hard. Though in this case we've gotten the ratio off just a bit, why can't I zoom this dang thing out? There we go. Let's try again. Though in this case we've gotten the ratio off just a bit, it's still really close to that same proportion. 3:1 instead of 4:1 still allows a nice subtle step up towards lighter tone without going too far as to be jarring. Either way, just thin it out and apply carefully to boost the visual interest and clarity of the work without coming to the climax too quickly. And of course I said C-U-M-M-I-N apostrophe there instead of C-O-M-I-N-G. Export audio. Let's go back to urbanmech 14. We're going to save it. We're going to export. Yep. Yippers indeed. Okay, I need to fill 1036 through 1102. So 20, what is that? 28, 26 seconds. 26 more seconds. since this color is indeed a bit more apparent, since this color is indeed a bit more apparent than the highlights we did on the dark vermilion, we need to compensate by being extra careful in the application of the little streaks of bright tone on our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice, firm and supported grip on your model, and gently caress the tips of those tips. The tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. You'll have what are we saying here? You'll have those I don't know how to word it here. I want to say something along the lines of like accentuating the crevices. You'll have those crevices, I'm just going to say it, crevices accentuated in no time, so long as you work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow work. All right. Since this color is indeed a bit more apparent than the highlights we did on the dark vermilion, we need to compensate by being extra careful in the application of the little streaks of bright tone on our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice, firm and supported grip on your model, and gently caress the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. You'll have those crevices accentuated in no... You have. I said you'll have. Urbies look good, by the way. Thank you. I believe the client was really pleased with them. And for reference, just to do a little self-plug-in here, if you too would like your own set of painted commission work by yours truly, here we go. Something like this, some fully painted, shipped to your door, no expense necessary for the shipping. You can pick that up on Fiverr from me for $200. I'll do a Catalyst lance for $200. That includes purchasing the lance and having it shipped to my door, painted, turned into streamed content, and shipped out to you. So if you're interested, check out fiverr.com/Thurston Studios. While I'm on it, I also do an offer for large-scale battle mechs. So if you want a really big and fun display piece, check it out. I also do custom commissions. It never costs anything to send an inquiry. Check it out. That's fiverr.com/Thurston Studios. All right, what was the last line we got to here? Our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice firm and supported grip on your model and gently caress the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. All right, let's split that into 2 sections so I don't have to re-record the whole thing. You'll have those crevices accentuated in no time, so long as you work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow work. Yes, we have filthy brains here. And I mean, by we, I mean me. It's the royal we. All right. That is updated. Let's see how long it goes for. It runs a little far. I could maybe stretch that a bit. I think I'm gonna. So let's get all of this right up to there and pull it over. I need to find another second of content. What if I just boost that out? Even if it's slow work. No, that didn't work. What if we bring it off the other end here? It's the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pace. That's probably blasting y'all's eardrums. Let me fix that. Sorry. I haven't put in the hard limiter yet. What if we pull it off of this clip? Can we do another second there? Nope. There was a reason I cut this where I did. What about this one? Let's pull another second off that back end here. Where can we add a second of content? Can I do another second here? Nope. How about on the back end of that clip there? What about there, buddy? Let's try this one. I think I'm leaning towards taking the start of this clip and adding the second there. I actually like that shot there. We'll use it right here. That's fine. Boom. Perfect. Okay. That is how much work? 11:03. So 8:56 to 11:03. That's 2 minutes of content voiced over in about an hour. That sounds about right. It takes about 2 hours to make a short, which is 60-second video. Okay, we'll snag our hard limiter here. And we're going to dunk it in right there. And what am I looking for? There was a line somewhere that I needed to put the me gusta. Where did I say coming to the climax? It is in the furthermore. All right, let's just watch it back. Let's just watch it back. So we'll pop this on application source and we'll make this big and we'll watch it back.
Well, Thanksgiving,
and I'll pause it where I hit
on
the thing.
over into Highlight Town, where we'll begin to mix in some lighter paints to the original base colors.
In this case, we're going to choose to blend in just a bit of Citadel Fire Dragon Brown Jareen into our Vallejo Dark Vermilion. We'll put our lighter color into the base tone at about a 4:1 ratio, keeping the highlight fairly close to the original without stepping too far into brighter territory too quickly. Honestly, the more steps you take in this process, the better and finer your work will appear to be. But again, this is a commission where time is money, and when doing that, there's a happy medium to be found. For that, it'll do to reduce the amount of work here as much as can be done without sacrificing overall arm's length quality. I generally find that I can achieve this with just 2 layers of highlight, since we've taken the time to establish a base tone over top of a washed base coat.
Alright.
Furthermore, it's a great idea to pick colors that don't stray too far from the original tone. This will help reduce the number of layers needed to blend the 2 colors proper. Take this Citadel Metroid Mayo for instance. It's whitish tan already and just needs to be brightened up a bit towards off-white. We'll elect to utilize the best of the best white paints and plop in a drop of Liquitex white ink into the mix. Bloop. Though in this case we've gotten the ratio off just a bit, it's still really close to that same proportion. 3:1 instead of 4:1 still allows a nice subtle step up towards lighter tone without going too far as to be jarring. Either way, just thin it out and apply carefully to boost the visual interest and clarity of the work without coming to the climax. There it was. Let's find that again. Without coming. It's right here. All right. Urbies look fantastic. Well, thank you. Yeah, they came out great. I really love that asymmetry that the client's colors called for. We want a Magusta. We want another Magusta in there. So we're gonna pop on this one right there. And we're gonna have it on there for what, 1/3 of a second? Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna blend mode multiply? No, blend mode darken. Climax, Rage Faces 2010ish. Yeah, I'm showing my boomeratude with the Rage Faces. Visual interest and clarity of the work without coming to the climax too quick. See, perfect. That's awesome. Absolutely incorrigible. Let's come back here. One more time here. Clarity of the work without coming to the climax too quickly. Since this color is indeed a bit more apparent than the highlights we did on the dark vermilion, we need to compensate by being extra careful in the application of the little streaks of bright tone on our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice firm and supported grip on your model and gently caress the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. You'll have those crevices accentuated in no time so long as you work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow work. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm kind of thinking, like, you'll have those I could fade in on your model and gently caress the tip. I mean, I could fade in a really, really subtle Magusta, like this whole time on the back end. Gently caress good speed. Just make sure you've got a nice firm supported grip on your model. And gently caress the tips of the tips with a smooth and metered pacing. You'll have those crevices accentuated in we're doing a full fucking, like, just make sure. All right, so we're gonna pop in Magusta. We're gonna pop in Magusta here. We're gonna have it run all the way to the end. We're gonna scale it down, I don't know, 50%. We're gonna put it up here in the corner. Damn it. I really want to hammer it home. It's pat the little man in the boat on the head. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to do darken. We're going to do position, scale, rotation, and opacity. We're going to start... Oh, shit, I need to move all those to the end here. Boom. Let's go down to 10% maybe. I think we're actually going to extend it off to there. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have it start out here. We're going to have it rotated out to there. You work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow work. And then we're going to pop... Oh, shit. I got extra stuff I don't want there. Damn it. Damn it. He needs to be over there and rotate it out like that. And then we're going to come all the way in here and drop in some keyframes. And damn it now. I'm keep grabbing the wrong thing. I'm going to have it rotate in. And we're going to scale it up to 75. Like that. And then we'll have opacity, I don't know, like 60%. And we're going to go 0 on the other end. Cream pies are a violation of terms of service. Join the Country Fried OnlyFans if you want to know more. There have been 21 requests for the CFOV. Alright, let's go back to fit and watch this back and see what happens here. Streaks a bright tone on our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice firm and supported grip on your model and gently caress the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. You'll have those crevices accentuated in no time, so long as you work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow. All right, that's a little too invasive. That's a little too invasive, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to 50% and stick it here. And then we're going to go scaling 25 there. Watch it back on our raised edges. Just make sure you've got a nice firm and supported grip on your model and gently caress the tips of those tips with a smooth and metered pacing. Yeah. You'll have those crevices accentuated in no time, so long as you work with a steady rhythm, even if it's slow work. Yeah. Yep. I'm okay with it. Save. Pow. We got 2 minutes worth of work done, y'all. In 85 minutes. Emery says, exclamation point, rhubarb turnover with grated coconut. Is that any good? Okay. Let's see if we can't voice over our chipping. Excuse me. Oh, burp it up pizza. All right. Yoke. With highlights applied. And those edges looking mighty fine. We're gonna hop on over into the realm of my favorite speed hack for painting up satisfying commission work. No, I typed it wrong. Damn it, I'm bad at typing. There we go. My favorite speed hack for painting up satisfying commission. Sponge chipping. My go-to colors for this here technique are very specific. I'm using a 50-50 blend. 50-50 blend of German camo black brown. I'll say the full name. 70 of Vallejo's 70.822 German camo flage. How do you spell flage? I don't know. I'll just say German camo. Black, brown, and 70.985 whole red. These two colors together give a hint of partially oxidized steel and work well on just about any tone. Sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular, have I already said particular? No. Blend too well. Don't really take this particular blend. But for 90% of applications, these two together will read mighty fine. Mix thoroughly. You're gonna wanna get out a chunk of some kind of puffy foam. Or small celled sponge. And make the edges of your tool irregular. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint, and then remove almost all of it. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique. Remembering that less is more. Jab that squishy thing all over your model. and let the magic happen before your eyes. In no time, you'll have a really satisfying look. Satisfyingly weathered look. To the paint job. To the paint job. A satisfyingly weathered look to the paint job. And if you've taken care to remove enough paint, the individual chip marks will even be in 1/285th scale. Okay, let's record that up and see what it looks like. 13 out of 20. I think I'm done for the night. Lol, I can't get this tonight. How's the editing going? We've gotten 2 minutes worth of content done. I'm jumping into try and voice over another. How long is this segment? 11:08 through another minute of content right here. We're at 12 minutes in, and I've got my track targeting is broken. It's not working. I don't know why Premiere does this. Just sometimes things just stop working. Like, up and down should be track targeting here. So I got about 10 minutes worth to still do. All right, we're going to save this and we're going to close Premiere. I think Premiere is just like straight up locked up. Fucking in task. Man, this is happening a lot. Adobe, your software sucks. It really sucks that I was struggling to learn DaVinci. Because, I don't know, something about this current version of Premiere is sucking butts. Might really need that extra RAM. Yeah. I didn't actually look to see how much it was eating up. Let's see. I mean, the crazy thing is it's been working fine up until this latest install of it. Tobias says, morning. Howdy, Tobias. Hope you're doing well today. We're getting a little editing done here. Yeah, see, sitting idle, it's using 4 gigs. But here's the thing again that I'm confused about. I'm wondering if there's a BIOS setting that's just not using all my RAM. Because it's saying I'm using 51%, but that's actually only 25% of the RAM on this machine. So I'm wondering if it's just like completely disregarding 2 sticks. It'll be time to upgrade soon. I think more so than having more RAM on the machine, just having 2 sticks instead of 4 will probably do well. Okay. Let's you do any editing while not recording? Is there a difference? I used to. I find it really hard to focus and stay on task, so lately the editing while in stream is the way. But like, even then, like OBS is only eating less than 1 gig of RAM at the moment. Yeah. The concerning thing that I keep noticing and seeing here is that This is only a quarter of the RAM. This is only a quarter, and it says it's 46%. So there's some RAM getting eaten somewhere that's not being registered and not shown. And like all these amounts are, these are negligible. These are all negligible amounts. I just don't understand it. So, anyhow, it just means I gotta turn it off and turn it back on every now and then, because it just starts to run like shit at a certain point. No, I think between that issue and some like recent update to Adobe, it's just, it don't work as good as it used to. Okay. Okay. With a... I said with a. With a. Like, I don't know why I put an in there. Okay. With highlights applied and those edges looking mighty fine, we're going to hop on over into the realm of my favorite speed hack for painting up satisfying commission work. Sponge chipping. My go-to colors for this here technique are very specific. I'm using a 50-50 blend of Vallejo's 70.822 German Camo Black Brown and 70.987 Whole Red. These two colors together. God damn, dude. Words are hard. Words are hard. And because I didn't pause where I should have paused, I now have to record the whole thing again. My go-to colors for this here technique are very specific. I'm using a 50-50 blend of Vallejo's 70.822 German Camo Black Brown and 70.897 Whole Red. Stop this time so I don't fuck it up and have to record the whole thing. R spakes gooder. Yeah, exactly. Nightbot claims that the hand and footprints in front of the Chinese theater tradition started accidentally when silent film actress Norma Talmadge stepped on wet cement. I guess. These two colors together give a hint of partially oxidized steel and work well just on... Just read the script, brother. Just read the script. Just read the words. Don't ad-lib. Don't change the order. These two colors together give a hint of partially oxidized steel and work well on just about any tone. And that said, sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend, but for 90% of applications, I need to get some more natural. With a small caveat that sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend well. Man, what is this grammar, dude? A small caveat here in that sometimes with a small caveat, god damn. What is this grammar? I'm convinced I'm really stupid, y'all. Sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend, but for 90% of applications, there should be something stringing these two thoughts together in between here. I'll take a moment to drop a small caveat here. I'll take a moment and drop a small caveat here that sometimes don't really take this particular blend well. Just need to make it more verbose. However, this blend may not be best suited to a dark base color. Yeah, but it's too efficient with your words there. It's too efficient with the words. It needs to be like, it's like a constant run-on thought. It's noise. It's noise for the brain while watching the pretty pictures on the screen. All right, let's try that. Let's try this and see how it feels. And then if I got to, I'll simplify it down. But if I simplify it down, I got to pack in another sentence later. I'll take a moment here. Just read the script, man. Take a moment here? No. Actually, that feels more natural. We'll move the here. I'll take a moment here and drop a small caveat that sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend well, but for 90% of applications, these two together will read mighty fine. That feels right. That feels right. Yes, that felt good. Mix thoroughly. You're going to want to get out a chunk of some kind of puffy foam or small-celled sponge and make the edges of your tool irregular. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Commander Shepard. We're getting a little bit of impromptu editing tonight. I'm thinking of ramping up the amount of streaming we do so as to get more content out more frequently. I find that I really struggle to be productive if I don't have the pressure of the stream content going forward. Something about having this camera on and chat participation keeps me here in the moment for the most part. So you're catching us do a little bit more voiceover work for this here urbanmech Lance, which I'm hoping to get out by the end of this week. It's definitely slow going with all the distractions, but we're here, we're working on it. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then remove almost all of that. I feel like it, and then remove almost all of it. It's a little too short. Because I've already referred to the sponge as it. All of the colorant. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then remove almost all of the colorant. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique. Okay, that feels okay. That feels okay. Remembering that less is more, jab that squishy thing all over your model and let the magic happen right before your eyes. Okay. In no time flat, you'll have a really satisfyingly weathered look to that paint job, and if you've taken care to remove enough paint, those individual chip marks will even be in 1/285th scale. I think I'm okay with that. That's 1 minute and 19 seconds. I think I went over. Fuck. 11:08 to, yeah, I went way over. Okay. I think I can run forward from it. Okay. So 1:19 is going to put us at 12:18, 12:27. I think I'll just remove the in no time you'll have a really satisfyingly weathered look. Yeah, let's remove that. Zip. And then that's going to put us 12 seconds back from there, which will put us at 12, 15, which has us running into the metallics just a bit. But that's fine. I've really found that as long as the discrepancy between what you're talking about and the timing of the pictures isn't too far off, it still sells all right. Like I can lose the 8 seconds here of this content and then start talking about the metallic right here. I think it'll still work. Okay. Let's put a divider. To push those chips to push the depth of those chips even further, we'll get back out some of our, what is it called? Vallejo acrylic. Jeez, I can't type. Our Vallejo acrylic metal color is it airbrush color metal colors or metal color airbrush colors? You got to say the whole thing every time. Airbrush brush colors. Air metal brushes. Okay, yeah. Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes. Duraluminio color. Vallejo acting like they get paid by the word with their paint names branded. Yeah, exactly. I mean, why does it say color and colors, right? It's silly. I'm going to say colors. Our Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes duraluminio colors. Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes duraluminio colors. We'll get it. And start to add some bright, I don't know if I can say that. Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes duraluminio colors, and start to add some, yeah, okay, I can do it. Elite series. Colors Elite series. Yes, I like it. And start to add some super bright pops of shiny mica infused glitter to the larger patches of chips. Anywhere that got covered a little bit too heavily demands a touch of this, and we can also focus on fine streaks of the shiny on sharp edges. Just remember to have a very clean and gentle touch when going at this step. Sloppily applied brush chipping looks worse than no brush chipping. So be honest with your skill level and use careful discretion here. That said, it's really easy to accomplish so long as you have a sharp brush, a sharp tool, a sharp brush. We'll say a sharp brush. No more joking there. This is super serious. A sharp brush and well-honed brush control. I believe in you. Super serious. Super seriously. Okay. All right. Let's add that to the back end here and see where it goes. All right. To push the depths of those chips even further, we'll get out some of our Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes, Duraluminum, Duraluminum. Let's do it. To push the depths of those chips even further, we'll get out some of our Vallejo acrylic air metal brushes, Duraluminio Colors Elite Series, and start to add some super bright pops of shiny mica infused glitter to larger patches of chips. Bam! Words. I almost stumbled over something and I left out a word. I think I left out the in. So I said just to larger patches of chips. Anywhere that previously got covered a little bit too heavily demands a touch of this, and we can also focus on fine streaks of the shiny on sharp edges. Just remember to have a very clean and gentle touch when going at this step. Sloppily applied brush chipping looks worse than no brush chipping, so be honest with your skill level and use careful discretion here. That said, it's really easy to accomplish so long as you have a sharp brush and well-honed brush control. I believe in you. Super seriously. All right, let's export that and see what it is. What is this? urbanmech 14. So this is going to be urbanmech 15. urbanmech 15. Export. Let's take a peek at what it's looking like. Damn, I ran right over. If I just cut the creepy I believe in you, it fits perfectly. But I kind of want that in there. All right, let's copy our hard limiter and dunk it in right here. And let's adjust our shots. Yeah, let's adjust our shots and watch it back. I think that stays 50% there. This should go 65. This should definitely be zoomed way in. Like that. So we'll do 705, 830, 830, and 80%. So this also needs to be, was it 705, 830, 80? 705, 830, 80. We'll keep that one at 50. Keep that zoomed in right where we wanted it. This one should come in a bit. I want people to see. Yep. And then here we can go, I don't know. Let's try 90 on that. Actually, this should probably do one of those zoom out thingamabobberdabbers. Jabbers. Words. And this wants to be really zoomed in. And we're going to eat up most of the frame with the model. I like how aggressive that is. And actually, I think we're gonna use our hits from earlier. Where was that at? Right here. Yeah. We're gonna eat this thing. Boom. I want this. Copy. Let's come over to right here. Zoom way out. Where were we? This one. All right. Yes. Copy. Pop. Let's move that a little bit. Okay. Pop. And then we'll do it again. Come on, man. I like this. This is good and silly. Elite series indeed. Paste, click off, click on, position up here. This is so silly. Right there. position that up here where we're hitting it. Do I jab it again? Surely I do. Yep, right there. Right there. We'll do another one. Where's it hit? Okay, there we go. Do I jab it again? I do not jab it again. All right. Okay. That stays the same. This could be zoomed in a lot. Let's go 90% with it right here. And then right here, we're going to go 110. And right here, we're going to go 85. I like this like dirty thumb thing we got going on here. Let's go back in 100. This one should probably be nice. Somebody in their big ass truck just set off a car alarm as they drove by. Honestly, I don't see the point in a car alarm these days. They go off all the time when people in their loud trucks and Harley Davidsons drive by. I don't really see the point. Let's come in 10% on this one. All right, so that is edited down. Let's do that. Okay. Let's put back on the sound right here and give it a watch. Let's see what we've done so far.
Okay. With highlights applied and those edges looking mighty fine, we're gonna hop on over into the realm of my favorite speed hack for painting up satisfying commission work: sponge chipping. My go-to colors for this here technique are very specific. I'm using a 50-50 blend of Vallejo's 70.822 German Camo Black Brown and 70.897 Whole Red. These two colors together give a hint of partially oxidized steel and work well on just about any tone. I'll take a moment here and drop a small caveat that sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend well, but for 90% of applications, these two together will read mighty fine. Mix thoroughly, you're going to want to get out a chunk of some kind of puffy foam or small-celled sponge and make the edges of your tool irregular. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then remove almost all of the coloring. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique. Remembering that less is more,
Okay.
jab that squishy thing all over your model.
I think if we're gonna go with the cod thing, it needs to go on the other one as well, right here. So let's go back to the previous jabbing and start adding it in right there. Oh man, I've missed that accent. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing okay. So really trying to ramp up the amount of streaming here to get a little more work done. It's been far too long since we got any content out. And I know I'm like a big proponent for the you don't owe nothing to nobody approach, but it's been almost 2 months since I dropped something to the community, so it's time to get something out. I do find that the streaming has been really good though for like gluing me to my work surface and actually getting a little bit of stuff done. I tend to get super distracted, So, giving myself extra time to work on it seems to be good. Plus, you know, the Workflow Live sessions are a place where people can come in and like put their 2 cents into the work. So it becomes this like community driven stuff, and I find that really, really fun. This video is packed with incredibly dated jokes, memes, fun stuff. We're putting what is it, Call of Duty or Modern Warfare hit marks on it right now. Very silly. Yeah, I mean, it seems appropriate. The this urbanmech project, ooh, it was ages ago though. Let's see, how long ago? Let's put it into perspective. This was a commission I did. Let's go back to live posts. Urbanmechs themselves were a live stream. Excuse me. Urbanmechs themselves were a live stream on September of last year, and they're just now being turned into content. Why do I imagine every time the urbanmech hits something, there's a Call of Duty hit marker? Oh man, you're gonna get the full-on like MLG like soccer goal every time you hit with one. Just fired up my MechWarrior 5 game the other night. I missed mechs in my life. So glad you have the streams. Ooh, yeah. I haven't played the new MechWarrior 5 stuff yet. I've been meaning to, but Escape from Tarkov has really been eating all my time for gaming. That and we've been playing Project Zomboid on a server among the Country Fried Minis community, and that's been a lot of fun. It's a neat game when folks come together to play stuff. Let's get that in there. Man, how many jabs do we have here? So many. Oh, I love some Project Zomboid. Haven't fired it up in a couple years, I think, at this point. Well, if you're ever feeling up to it, we got a server up and running over on the CFM Discord. In fact, let me pull it up for folks, just in case you're catching this via the algorithm and watching along. If you come on in to the Country Fried Minis Discord and go to the it says streamer mode is enabled and usernames have been truncated, but I see a lot of names that are still showing up, so I don't want to necessarily want to post that for everyone to see, but what I'll do, let me open up paint.net and I'll paste this image. I'm going to scroll up and grab the information for folks if you want to come in and play some Project Zomboid. It's a public server. We're RP Lite. Here you go. Updated server information here. That's 192.169.86.155, port 17200. Come on in, check out the Serenity server. We got a bunch of mods on there. It's a really good time. So if y'all want to zomboid, there you go. That's also posted over on the Country Fried Minis Discord. If you're not a member of already, come on over and check it out. And you can find it pretty easily. I also need to get this back on my clipboard. Yeah, we've been having a good time of it. We've had a few people join who've been potentially problematic. One troll so far, but it's fine. Spencer Good says, "Man, I am the worst offender of just one more with Tarkov." I don't know. I logged off of Tarkov at about 5 o'clock this morning because I was in the just one more. I actually got fed up with it and just did a. I did get. I can't remember how many scavs. It was a daily for a bunch of scavs, and I ended up just. I went into factory until I got it done. 14 out of 20 assessment now. Heck yeah, dude. 6 more. Is that 6 you've done today? It's kind of crazy how well your thermal 9 today. Jeez. I mean, you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to pick a point and stop. I mean, what time is it for you right now? 10 o'clock at night on a school night? Boy, you can get your ass in bed. It's actually a school night for me right now too, but I don't have to be to campus till 1 p.m. Lamau, if I'm in bed by 12, I'm okay. Typically, I fall asleep in like 0.5 seconds. You're sleeping now. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Can you believe we've almost got 3 minutes worth of work done on this video? It's kind of mind-blowing how fast we're moving. And to think I edited down that Armored Core video in like 12 hours? But I didn't feel so much nonsense and the distractions weren't as high. I thought the fact I'm typing on my caviar-encrusted diamond keyboard felt a bit strange. Yes, caviar-encrusted diamond keyboard. The fuck? Dude, you haven't thought of the smell, man. This is awful. You'd also be like cutting your fingers on it, I think. Dude, isn't this technique so fun? It's so aggressive. A little bit of Ava Low for y'all. Probably just smell a little saline. Yes. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Pow! Look at that movement blur. Have you been practicing your Aussie accent, champ? Nope, not at all. Let's see. I'm floundering. I'm getting the brain shut off. What's a good phrase? I don't want to resort to shrimp on the Barbie. That's awful. Oi, cunt! You got any ciggies? No, I ain't got it. I ain't got it, man. I don't want to swear in the chat if we're going for true Aussie. This is a safe space to curse if necessary. I don't know how you feel about it as a YouTube personality, but generally, cursing is fine. I tend to let loose a bunch of F-bombs myself. I am an angry man. I mean, come on, look, I hit that so hard I'm knocking it off kilter, dude. That's fucking awesome. Big recommend sponge chipping. Alright. Okay, let's watch this back with the cod marks. And I'll turn on the audio. Oops, wrong application. Here we go.
Caveat that sometimes a dark base don't really take this particular blend well, but for 90% of applications, these two together will read mighty fine. Mix thoroughly, you're going to want to get out a chunk of some kind of puffy foam or small-celled sponge and make the edges of your tool irregular. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then remove almost all of the colorant. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique.
That's really good.
Remembering that less is more, jab that squishy thing all over your mark.
MLG noise. MLG GIF. Yep, there it is. That's what we're doing. Yep. There it is. Open image in new tab. It's on Gipper. Let's see. Save video as. Can I get this? It's MP4. It's gonna kill my computer. Would an MLG thing be a virus? Yes, it would. Let's go stream assets. Nope. Assets, GIFs, fucking MLG, boy. All right, we'll do that. We're gonna toss in. Where was that? We're gonna put it right at the end of this clip. Let me get back on video and audio. I'm gonna just have this as blowed out as can be. Effect controls, scale 300%, 400%. Effects, we want key, we want the ultra key. Effect controls, ultra key, green. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we want, right?
The tiniest bit of paint.
Shit. How do we transition this on?
Tiniest bit of paint for this tech. You really want the tiniest bit of. Yeah, there we go.
It's got to be awful. What is it? Deep fried explosion sound effect. Meme explosion. That's the one. Copy video URL. Paste link. Do I just download the whole video, maybe? How long is this? How long is this shot? Let me just try it as a video. Download. And then we're going to toss that into folder, assets, GIFs, PAL. We'll do the explosion. We want just dumb. Just as dumb can dumb, you know? Alright. So we want our GIFs folder. We want to zoom out. Make sure we don't overwrite nothing. Let's ensure that we have our decoders on. And then we'll do this. This actually this needs to go up and above. And this should probably get reduced in level by a lot. Minus 20.
Dunk it in the paint and then remove almost all of the coloring. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique.
It's so fucking stupid. Yes, this is where we want it. Exactly where we want it. One more time for good measure. Let's get this whole scene.
This particular blend well, but for 90% of applications, these two together will read mighty fine. Mix thoroughly, you're going to want to get out a chunk of some kind of puffy foam or small-celled sponge and make the edges of your tool irregular. Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then remove almost all of the coloring. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique. Remembering that?
It's so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Oh, I need to actually... Okay. These need to be shifted down. Maybe that far. I think these need to get shifted one frame over. Just get them to line up a little better.
Tiniest bit of...
Yeah, perfect. It needs to do the pap, so I contact with the pap. Like, I hit the model, it sinks in, instant explosion. Perfect. 2012 flashbacks is exactly what I'm going for. I want old people who play Battletech to be like, I remember that. Because I am an old person that plays Battletech that remembers that. Mom got the camera. Mom, get the camera. Wrecked. Doritos, Mountain Dew. How about the guy coming in from the side and saying, wow. Yes. Why not? Wow, guy. Images. GIF. Wow, guy GIF. Alright, and then we open this up and we save as GIF and we rename this to Wow Guy, and it's little tiny. It's like 200 by 100 pixels. We're gonna go into here. We're gonna go to assets, gifts, paste. All this work for like split second moments. That's what it's all about. Old guy red shirt. Old guy red shirt. I don't know. I don't. Yes. Let's find a good image of it. Open image in new tab. Save image as. Boom. Saved. We're making this happen. Alright, now got it. Alright. So I think we want the MLG over top of everything. And I think I need to put in a new layer. Nope, I've got 9 tracks. I can fit this shit. We want Wow Guy right here. We want Wow Guy. And we want it like really fucking deep fried. 500% on it. And it's gonna be like nausea inducing upside down. %600. And then we go ultra key it. Ultra key, effect control, green it out, bam. And then we also put in this feller. This got to come down, that got to come up. There we go. And then I wonder if Ultra Key is going to work. I got confused and combined them in my memory. No, it's great. It's great. It's perfect. As it should be. Now, I don't know if Ultra Key is going to work with white tones. I mean, it kind of did. Position it. We're going to make him 500% as well. Too big. 400. 350. You got to have the hands in there, right?
Want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique.
For fuck's sake, dude. All right, one more time for good measure. How many times do we hit that man?
Well, but for 90%
1,
of applications,
2, 3,
these
4,
two together
5,
will read
6,
mighty
7,
fine.
8, 9, 10,
Mixed
11,
thoroughly,
12,
you're
13,
going to want to
14,
get out
15,
a chunk
16,
of some kind of puffy
17, 18,
foam
19,
or
20,
small
21,
celled
22,
sponge
3,
and make
4,
the edges
5,
of your
6,
tool irregular.
30.
Once readied up, give it a good dunking in the paint and then
I lost
remove
count
almost
immediately.
all of the coloring. You really want the tiniest bit of paint for this technique. Remembering that less is more,
Yes,
jab that
yes,
squishy
yes,
thing
yes.
all over your model and let the magic
Perfect. That's so dumb, and that's what we strive for, is utter stupidity here. Big fan. Have we adjusted the size here? Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. I believe in you, super seriously. All right, that's a little too creepy. We're gonna cut that out.
on brush control.
We're gonna cut it out right here. Just get rid of it. Boom. All right, I mean, we ain't got much of nothing done, but we've gotten so much done tonight. So let's scroll that all the way, and y'all can kind of see. That should be zoomed out to where you can like see the project, and my face isn't covering too much of it. So all this green right here, that's all the voiceover work we've done so far. We've got less, like what, 35% of it to go. I still gotta toss in the talking head bits. Still gotta toss in the community submissions. And then I'm actually still gonna try and source one more community submission. But I think instead of trying to pack in another rushed voiceover bit right here, I think I want to wrap it up tonight. I think I'd like to get in a little bit of video gaming before bedtime. So I'm going to pop on over to the Country Fried Minis Discord here in a moment, hang out with folks if anybody wants to play video games. I got some stuff I want to do in Zomboid. I also need to start some laundry. So yeah, I think we made some progress. Doing pretty good. Expect some more streams. Expect more frequent streams. I think tomorrow we're going to get back to the painting desk. And then let's see if I can't squeeze in 5 nights this coming week. I really want to try and turn the Country Fried Mini streams into an everyday event. That way folks who enjoy the content and who like to come through feel less pressure to come check events and just pop in and out whenever. Just make it a regular event. But tonight has been fun. And I definitely couldn't do it without the suggestions of folks in chat. So remember that the Workflow Live session is a place where you can do exactly that. Put your 2 cents in, your thoughts, your ideas, and have it come out in the videos. It's also a place where you can post what you're working on in the Discord and has it shown on stream. We'll talk about it. Yeah, fun stuff. So, as always, I've been Cameron on behalf of Country Fried Minis. This is the Workflow live stream, and we get nothing done here. I want y'all to remember, as always, to be happy while you're painting, and to know that your participation in these here live stream events makes me happy while I'm painting and editing. Keep your eyes out on the horizon for some new content coming out of the corner, and I'll catch y'all next time, same place. Bye-bye! This has been a production of Country Fried Minis. Thank y'all so much for swinging on through tonight.